Guys, good morning. Good morning, traders. Good morning, everyone. And time to start another live session. I hope that everything is working. I hope that you hear my voice. I hope that you see me. I hope that you see the chart. And I hope that you are ready for another live session, for another trading session where I share with you the trading insights, where I teach you how to trade, where I teach you how to analyze different markets. And traditionally, first of all, traders, let me know if you're here, let me know if you're watching, say hello in the live chat if you're here, if you're watching this live stream, if you ready. And by the way, remember that very important element of our live sessions is the live chat. Yes, so in the live chat, we communicate. That is the way for us to interact. And in the live chat, always feel free to ask questions. Always feel free to share your views, your opinions. During the live stream, we will analyze a lot of different charts. We'll analyze a lot of different setups. And of course, sometimes we do not agree about the current states of affairs. Sometimes we agree, sometimes you have questions, sometimes something is not clear. Always feel free to ask. Always ask me to analyze what. Please just let me know. Let me know. And nice to see Boy Life right here, Yara right here, Cosmos here, Royally, Rabindra, Mundi here watching this live stream. Nice to see you all, guys. And couple of words about my trading strategy. So if you're a first time here, you should know that here we execute the top-down analysis. Here we apply the top-down analysis approach, the multiple time frame analysis that is purely based on technicals. It is based on the price action, on key levels, on patterns, and during these live sessions, I just try to show how the strategy works, what exactly I'm looking for entries, what exactly I'm looking for the continuations. And yeah, so I hope that you will enjoy. Nice to see Rocket right here and PK right here, Karma Car. Nice to see you all. So to warm up, I wanted to start our today's analysis with the New Zealand dollar pair. New Zealand dollar pair is the pair that I shorted in the morning, and I want you to feel what exactly was my logic behind this trade. I want to show you why exactly I decided to sell and how exactly I followed my rules and my trading strategy. So with the top-down analysis, traditionally we always start with the higher time frame. We start with the daily, and on the daily time frame we have two very important tasks. Our first task, as always, is to identify the current market trend. Our task is to get where the market is going. And after we do that, our next task will be to analyze the points, the key levels from where we can trade the market. So let's start with the market trend identification right here. Let's try to get what is happening with New Zealand dollar pair. And I guess traders, it is quite clear that we are trading in a bearish trend on New Zealand dollar. Why? Because we can spot that once the market reached that structure high, you can see that the market started to set lower lows and lower highs, right? So the conditions for the bearish trend are met right here. The market here is trading in a bearish trend at the moment. And of course, for us, it signifies that we should look for shorting the pair. The pair is bearish, and we should look for the opportunities to short the market, expecting a further bearish continuation, expecting the trend following movement. And in order to short the market, we should identify the points from where it will be safe for us to short it. Yes, and the safest points to short the market will be based on the key resistances. Yes, on the key horizontal or vertical resistances. So after we analyzed the market trend, our next task will be to analyze the key levels and to spot the points from where the next bearish wave may potentially initiate. How we do that? We analyze the recent price action and we look for the points, the areas that were important for the market participants in the recent past. And the first important structure that we can spot is, of course, right here. That structure here was a very important support, and you can see that from that structure at the end of May we saw a strong bullish reaction, and you can see that this week the pair successfully violated that structure. That structure was broken, and after the breakout, that structure support turned into resistance, and from that resistance we can look for shorting, right? We also have a very important structure resistance right here, yes, and right here. All the structures were the supports, and after the breakouts all the structures turned into resistances. Also, when you analyze the key level strategies, remember that you should also check whether there are the vertical structures on the chart. So here we can spot, for example, that falling trend line. That trend line right here is the vertical structure. It is the vertical resistance. And you can see that from that trend line, 3 times in a row the market dropped. So it is a very important vertical structure to consider. So we have right here New Zealand dollar appear 3 resistances, 3 horizontal resistances and 1 vertical resistance. And the fact is that the trend following movement can initiate from any of these levels. Yes, it can initiate from here, from here, from here. We don't know from which level exactly. So in order to short the market wisely, it won't be enough for us to just set the selling orders on this level. So we need something else. And one of the ways to confirm the strength of the structure is to analyze the intraday reaction of the price. To that is to analyze how the market reacts to certain structure and look for the clues. And in our situation, we are bearish and we should look for bearish clues, right? On intraday time frames, we should look for the bearish confirmations. So let's open a 4-hour time frame and let's check how the market reacts to the broken structure, because you can see that currently we are testing the broken structure. Currently we are approaching the broken support, we are approaching that resistance, and from that resistance the market may potentially drop. So analyzing the price action, we can spot that New Zealand dollar pair was falling rapidly. Yes, we got a strong bearish impulse here. After the completion of that bearish impulse, the market started to consolidate. You can see that we started to consolidate within the range. With that bearish impulse, we violated the horizontal structure, and then we started to consolidate, perfectly respecting the broken structure. And here, analyzing the price action, we can spot that after the breakout of key structure, the market started to trade within that triangle. Yes, you can see that the market started to trade within that triangle. And you can see that the market was perfectly respecting the boundaries of that triangle for some time. And take a look what happened during the middle of the yesterday's New York session. You can see that with that bearish candle, the market violated the support of the triangle. And moreover, then we even set a new local lower low here. Why that is important? It is important, traders, because that is the indication of the sign of strength of the sellers. It shows us that after the breakout of key structure, sellers are still strong enough to violate that vertical support from where we see the local bullish reactions. So for me, that violation was a very important bearish confirmation. And today in the morning, I decided to short the pair. I decided to short the pair on a retest of a broken trend line, right? I set my stop loss above the highs of that range. Yes, you can see that the highs of that range compose here a very important intraday resistance, and I simply decided to set my stop loss above that. My initial target for the trade is that local support, and because, as we discussed, the trend is bearish, after the test of the current low, the market may easily drop lower. Our next goal then will be the 59 level. It is a very round number, so I guess that number should definitely be taken into consideration. And for that reason, my second target for the trade is there. So the trade is already active. I already shorted New Zealand dollar. So let's see what will happen right here, and let me know if you have any questions. Traders, let me know in the live chat what else to analyze for you. Let me know which instrument interests you. For example, I see a question from Yadav about WTI crude oil. We will definitely check that. Also, traders, do not forget that this week I have a big sale on my premium group, 40% off on VIP signals, Trading Academy, book, course. Check my website, vasilytrading.com, for more details. So let's open WTI crude oil, US oil, and let's analyze this one. If you watched one of my previous videos, you know that on WTI crude oil I'm very bearish. And let me try to explain to you why I am bearish. Because you can see that analyzing, for example, the daily time frame, we can spot that the market is rallying. We can spot that the market here is trading within a very strong bullish wave. And moreover, we have even violated that important horizontal resistance. We closed above that. So the market looks very bullish from a daily time frame perspective. So why the hell I am bearish right here? The thing is, traders, that occasionally daily time frame is not the highest time frame that we analyze. Occasionally we should always check the weekly, and occasionally weekly time frame can leave us very important clues. If we have a weekly time frame, we can spot that here in a weekly we have a very important horizontal structure resistance. You can see that here we have a very important weekly structure. The structure that first was a strong support. From that support, we saw a strong bullish reaction. And after the breakout, that structure turned into a very strong resistance. And you can see that from that resistance, many times in a row, the market dropped. And it turned out that when the market was approaching that structure at the end of July, you can see that we did not manage to violate that. We closed within that structure. And moreover, after many bullish wicks, you can see that here we formed a very peculiar doji candle. Yes, that doji candle here is the indication of the local weakness of the buyers. Buyers are not able to push the prices higher. And if previously we saw strong bullish wicks, once that resistance was reached, you can see that we stopped growing. And it is, of course, a very important clue for us. So for that reason, traders, I am bearish. And moreover, analyzing the daily time frame, I even spotted a very important bearish confirmation. If we analyze how the market is growing here on WTI crude oil, we can spot that the price perfectly respects that trend line. Yes, that trend line right here is a strong vertical resistance. And that trend line right here was a perfect vertical support. And you can see that the market was growing within that rising parallel channel. And then take a look what happened when we approached our weekly resistance. When we approached our weekly resistance, you can see that here on a daily we formed that bearish engulfing candle. Yes, the body of that bearish candle completely engulfed the body of that bullish candle, right? And then, and then you can see that we dropped and we violated the support of the channel. You can see that the channel's support was broken. Yeah, that is very important. You can see that sellers became strong enough that they managed to violate the trend line from where buyers were buying. And by the way, if you're wondering what is that ticker, remember that you can always check the ticker here on the top left corner. It is currently the WTI crude oil, yes, and on the top left corner you can always check what is the instrument that I'm currently analyzing. So we have a bearish breakout, the confirmed bearish breakout. And now, most likely, oil will drop lower. Most likely, the market will go lower. And so far, our closest support on WTI crude oil is right here. So I believe, traders, that support will be reached soon. I believe that the market will drop and that structure will be reached. Moreover, if the price manages to violate that support, we can even drop lower. And our next goal for the sellers then will be that structure. And also, by the way, traders, if you want me to check the intraday time frames analysis, if you want me to check the intraday time frames on WTI crude oil, if you want me to analyze this one on lower time frames, give me yes in the live chat. And also, at the beginning of this live stream, I saw a question from Jack about dollar Swiss. Let's check this one because dollar Swiss looks very peculiar at the moment. If we open a daily time frame and analyze what is happening with dollar Swiss pair at the moment, we can spot that definitely the market is trading in a long-term bearish trend. Yes, you can see that for a very long period of time, the market is falling rapidly. And you can see that at the beginning of July, we saw a strong bearish rally on this one. We saw how heavily bears were pushing the prices on dollar Swiss. And once that low here was reached, the market finally started a correctional movement. And the thing is, traders, that ahead we have a very important horizontal structure. You can see that in the past it was a strong support, and of course after the breakout this one turned into the strong resistance, and you can see that the market was nicely rejected from that broken structure this way. Yes, it is very important. By the way, if you're wondering what do I mean by rejection, the rejection means that the wick of that candle is bigger than the body of that candle. It signifies that the market was growing rapidly, but once that resistance was reached, the market immediately dropped. The market dropped and the price returned to lower levels. Yes, so for bearish price traders, of course, that is the important indication of the strength of that structure. So I do believe, traders, that most likely from that structure we will see a strong bearish reaction. And from the swing traders perspective, your best confirmation can be the reaction of the price to the boundaries of that horizontal range. Because you can see that here in the daily, the market is currently trading within the horizontal range. And traders, the bearish breakout of the support of the range, the violation of the support of that range, the daily candle close below this one, can be a very strong bearish signal that will push the prices to lower structure levels. So that's what you can apply to confirm the initiation of a bearish wave on a daily. If we talk about the 4-hour time frame analysis, here in the 4-hour time frame the situation is a bit different. Right here in the 4-hour time frame we can spot that, yeah, the market is very weak right here. Yeah, we can spot that the market is currently ranging. And so far, we have nothing special right here. We can see that just the random chaotic price action. So do not forget, traders, that today we have the FOMC, yes, during the middle of the New York session. And most likely, yeah, that consolidation will end after the FOMC, and we will either see a strong bullish or bearish reaction. For the bullish confirmation, yeah, remember that we strictly need the breakout of that key daily structure first. Yes, if the market violates that structure, if we see the breakout of this one and a daily candle close above, we can go higher. Yeah, so these are the scenarios for dollar Swiss at the moment. And couple of words briefly about the intraday timeframes analysis on WTI crude oil. Yes, as I promised, let me briefly check this one for you, and let's check what is the current situation. So we can see that currently on WTI crude oil, the market is consolidating. Yes, after the breakout of the support of the channel, the market is currently consolidating and we are trading within the range. So most likely the breakout of the resistance of the range will trigger the local correctional movement and the prices will most likely go higher. If so, I would suggest looking for shorting from the broken support of the channel. Yes, if the price violates the resistance of that range, I would suggest waiting for the test of the broken support of the channel, and from there I would suggest looking for shorting. And of course, once I spot a decent continuation, I will definitely share the update with you. So do not forget to subscribe to my free Telegram channel to not miss the update. Now, euro dollar. Question about euro dollar. Let's check this one and let's analyze. Kojo says, are there any particular trading books, resources, or mentors that have greatly influenced your trading career? I guess one of the most important figures for me in trading was Jason Stapleton. You can check his YouTube channel. It is called Trade Empowered. Yeah, and I spent years in his mentorship program. Yes, I was the member of his premium group where he was trading live, and he really influenced me. And most of the techniques that I knew I got from him. Yeah, so you can definitely check his videos. They are very, 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 very nice. And also, I recommend reading some books about trading psychology. For example, the Black Swan by Taleb, very nice one. And I want you to read the books of Wyckoff. And I want you to really study the Wyckoff concept, the Wyckoff pattern, the Wyckoff reasoning, because it will help you to properly shape the perception of the financial markets. So please check. And nice to see Christina right here watching this live stream. Nice to see David. So what is up with euro dollar? Let's check this one and analyze, right? So first thing to consider is that definitely the long-term trend on euro dollar is bullish. Yes, we are trading in a bullish trend, and recently euro dollar set a new higher close right here, and from that high the market started a correctional movement. And it turned out, by the way, that that correctional movement is quite long lasting here. Yes, and you can see that since the middle of July we are already falling. And our task here in euro dollar so far is to get from where the next bullish wave initiate. What is the structure from where the next bullish wave may start? The first important support, the first important structure that I would consider in euro dollar is definitely that support. For now, it is the closest strong support, strong historical support that was very important for the market participants in the past. So those who are looking for swing long opportunity on euro dollar, please wait for the test of that structure. Yes, that structure here is significant, and I really want you to pay close attention to this one, because from that structure bullish wave may initiate. Considering the current price action, it turned out that for some time euro dollar was trading within that horizontal range. By the way, traders, as always, if you want me to check the intraday analysis for euro dollar, give me yes in the live chat and I will check the situation there. So on euro dollar, we had that horizontal range on a daily, and for 2 weeks, even for 2 weeks, the market was stuck within the boundaries of that range. We were trading within that range, and it turned out, traders, that euro dollar violated the support of that range this week. It turned out that the support of the range was broken, and we closed below that. And of course, it is a very important bearish signal. The minor trend on euro dollar is bearish. You can see that we are trading in a minor bearish trend, and that new lower low, lower close here on a daily for us is a strong bearish signal, and most likely, traders, euro dollar will drop lower. Most likely euro dollar will drop to that horizontal support. Also, one more important thing to note about euro dollar is that analyzing the higher lows, we can spot right here that rising trend line. You can see that that trend line here was respected 3 times in a row. 3 times in a row, buyers were buying the market from that trend line. And it turned out, traders, that that trend line was broken. You can see that the market violated that trend line, and you can see that then we got the retest of that trend line. And you can see that we saw a strong rejection from that trend line. Again, why I call that the rejection? Because you can see that the price bounced, and once we reached that trend line, the market immediately dropped, and it returned to the levels where that candle opened. Yeah, so it is very important. So the violation of that trend line even increases the probabilities that euro dollar will drop. And from a current perspective, of course, the broken trend line and the broken horizontal structure composed right here the expanding zone of supply, the zone from where bearish movement will be expected. Now I see a lot of yes in a live chat, so let's check the intraday perspective on euro dollar pair. First, let's open the 4-hour. And let's try to get what is the current situation here in the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, viewers, and let me change the colors for you so you could better see what I'm trying to see. So here on euro dollar, on a 4-hour time frame, we can spot that the market is currently ranging. Yes, please realize the fact that here in the 4-hour time frame, we are currently consolidating. We are currently trading within a horizontal trading range. And just recently, the price reached the support of the range from where we see the bullish reaction. You can see that the price tested the support of the range, formed doji candle, and now we are growing. Yeah. So from a current perspective, from the perspective of the intraday trader, we can spot that on an hourly time frame we even formed the double bottom right here. Yeah, the double bottom here was formed, the neckline was broken to the upside, and potentially I think that the pair will manage to reach the resistance of that range. Yes, I make a prediction now that the pair will keep growing at least to 1094 level. Yes, from a current perspective, from the intraday perspective, the pair looks very bullish. We have a very nice local bullish continuation here, so this one will most likely keep growing. However, do not forget that we are expecting the FOMC today. So your bearish confirmation. Yeah, remember that on a daily time frame, from a daily time frame perspective, we are bearish. And if you're looking for a bearish confirmation on euro dollar, I would suggest waiting for a bearish breakout of the support of the range. Yes, and if the price breaks and closes below the support of that range, here if the 4-hour candle closes below the support of the range, it can give you a very strong bearish continuation. Yes, and then a bearish continuation will be expected to that daily support. Yes, so that is my detailed outlook for euro dollar pair. Now, gold traders, let me know if you're here and watching. Give me yes in the live chat if you want me to analyze gold, and I will check this one for you. Just simply give me yes. Now, Aussie dollar. Sean, I saw your question about Aussie dollar. Let's open this one and analyze. So, Aussie dollar pair. What we see on Aussie dollar pair is that the market is still stuck on that key daily structure support, right? We see a very important key daily structure support that the market is testing, and you can see that for now we did not manage to violate that structure. We still closed perfectly respecting that structure. And what we can also spot is that Aussie dollar pair for a quite long period of time is consolidating. You can see that from the daily time frame perspective, we are trading within that huge range. Yes, and the price respected this support of the range, at least for now. So it feels to me that the market may even bounce from that. But first, of course, we need some confirmation. And from a current perspective, we can spot that here in Aussie dollar pair, we have that horizontal resistance right here. Yes, we have a daily horizontal resistance right here. That is very close to current price levels. And to me, the pair will be bullish. If the price violates that structure, if we see daily candle close above that structure, that will confirm the strength of that support, and that will most likely push the prices higher. So for now, my advice for Aussie dollar pair traders is to strictly wait for a bullish breakout of that daily resistance as your bullish confirmation. Also, traders, remember that everything can change here, of course, and the market may drop after FOMC. And the daily candle close below that support will be a strong bearish signal, and it will push the prices much lower. So please also consider that scenario. Yes, if you're looking for shorting, that will be a strong bearish confirmation for you. Now, let's open gold. Let's open gold. And thank you, traders, for your yes. Remember that your participation, your involvement is very important for me. So please, 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 please always show me your presence. Yes. And Kvanda says, sir, how do you manage to look towards many pairs? Do you trade according to market session, or I am active since the, let me give you the London time. So I start my daily routine about 6 5 or 6 a.m. London. Yes, that is the time when I start. And I usually stay in front of the charts till I think 9 or 8 a.m. No, sorry, not 9, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11 a.m. New York time. Yeah, so these are my trading hours. So I'm trying to cover the entire London session and first half of the New York session. And because my trading strategy is quite complex, because I apply the structure-based approach, it is quite easy for me to control the instruments in my watch list. Yes, in the morning I simply pick the charts. In the morning I simply check the instruments that are trading on key levels, and I flag them. Yes, you can see that certain instruments in my watch list are flagged, and I patiently monitor only the flag instruments during the day, and I am looking for the confirmations there. Yes, that is how I manage my watch list. Now, so let's check what is up here with gold. Traders, by the way, as you know, I have a very nice predictions streak on gold. I have predicted more than 6 moves already on gold, and I'm happy that so far gold perfectly respects the technicals. What we see now, traders, is that first of all, do not forget that since the beginning of May, gold is trading in a bearish trend. Yes, since the beginning of May, we are bearish. Once that high was reached, we started to trade in a bearish trend. And now, after the price corrected itself and reached that high, we saw a bearish wave. And the thing is, traders, that currently gold is approaching a very important support. The support that is based on the current low. And of course, the reaction of the price to that structure is very important for us. And analyzing how the price reacts to that structure, of course, we can look for a pullback from that. We can look for a bullish movement from that. In order to confirm the initiation of a bullish movement on gold, for now I would suggest monitoring that falling wedge pattern, traders. You can see that at the moment gold is trading within that falling wedge, and we saw three consequent bearish reactions from the resistance of the wedge. So definitely its resistance is very important for the market participants. And I would suggest strictly waiting for a breakout of the resistance of the wedge. If the market breaks and closes above the resistance of the wedge, for us, it will be a strong bullish signal. For us, it will signify the initiation of a bullish movement, of a correctional movement on gold. And of course, we will expect a bullish movement to the closest strong resistance, cheaters. Our closest strong resistance will be that horizontal structure. That will be the closest strong structure for us to watch. So if the daily candle closes above the resistance of the wedge, we will expect a bullish movement to that horizontal structure. However, as we discussed, the trend is bearish. So how will we confirm the bearish scenario on gold? What do we need to confirm that the market will drop lower? In that particular situation, the breakout of that horizontal support won't be enough for us. Why? If we zoom out the chart and analyze the historical price action, here we can spot very important historical price action. By the way, traders, also, as always, I can check the intraday time frames on gold for you. And if you want me to do that, please give me yes in the live chat. Your yes is very important, as always. And looking left at structure here on gold, we can spot that in the past the market perfectly respected that horizontal support cluster. You can see that first it was the resistance. From that resistance we saw strong bearish movement, and after the breakout that cluster turned into support, and from that cluster we saw a strong bullish movement, right? So that structure right here definitely is very important for the market participants. And that support and our current support now compose the white zone of demand. Yes, that entire area is the demand zone. And while the market is trading within that zone, we will still expect the bullish reaction. We will monitor the reaction of the price to the resistance of that wedge. And we will look for a breakout. We'll look for a breakout expecting a correctional movement. So that zone is very important. Underline that, traders, and watch that carefully. I will be bearish on gold only when the price violates that entire area. Only when the price breaks and closes below that entire zone, only then I will be bearish on gold and I will expect a further bearish continuation. So always, traders, remember that historical structures play a very important role in trading. So always look left, always analyze the levels that were respected by the market participants in the past. Because if in the past certain structures were important, probabilities are high that these structures will be also important for the market participants in future. Now, let's check the intraday perspective. Let's check the intraday perspective and let's check what is up here on the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, by the way, we have one more trend line. If we take that structure high and draw a trend line, we can spot right here, I guess, one more trend line. Here it goes. Let's try to draw it from here this way. Yeah, so we have one more trend line right here. So from the intraday time frames perspective, what can we spot? We can spot traders. And by the way, I know that many of you are the intraday traders, yes, and for you, waiting for the breakout of that wedge pattern on a daily is too long. I know that some of you are more aggressive and you are looking for bullish confirmation on lower time frames. Here's what I would suggest to you. On a 4-hour time frame, traders, we can spot that currently gold is trading within a very peculiar horizontal range. Let me change the colors again for you so you could better see that. So here is the support of the range. And you can see that from that support, just recently we were nicely rejected, and from that we bounced. At the same time, however, we also have a very important intraday resistance right here. So that gold is currently trading within that horizontal range, perfectly respecting its resistance and its support. So today, while you are watching the intraday price action, patiently wait for a bullish breakout of that horizontal range. Yes, the breakout of that horizontal range will be a very strong bullish signal, traders. If the price violates the resistance of that range, if the 4-hour candle closes above the resistance of that range, it will give you a very strong intraday bullish signal. It will give you a very strong intraday bullish signal, and then you can easily expect a movement higher, yes, to our resistance that we spotted on a daily. Yeah, so that range here will be definitely on focus. And by the way, scalpers, are you here? Are you watching? Again, if you're interested in minutes time frames analysis, also give me yes, because I can check the minutes time frames for you as well. Checking an hourly time frame. Let's check what is up here on an hourly time frame. On an hourly time frame, we can just spot how weak is the market at the moment. Yes, so we reached that local support. From that local support, bullish movement initiated, and yeah, we got just the healthy short-term bullish movement. So for now, the hourly time frame do not provide important clues for us. Yeah, so for now, the main focus among the intraday time frames is of course the 4-hour, because definitely on the 4-hour we see that range. By the way, remember that the breakout of the support of the range won't be a bearish signal for us, because that entire yellow area is a key daily support. So the breakout of the intraday support will not be important signal for us. Yeah, and now let me check for you the minutes time frames as well. Let's just so let's start with the 30 minutes time frame first. Yeah, and let's check. Yeah, let's even open the naked chart, traders. Yes, because our chart is quite messy already. So let's open the naked chart and let's execute the naked chart analysis first from the 30 minutes. Yeah, let's check what we have here on 30 minutes, and then we will go lower. So on the 30 minutes time frame, let me check what important things do we have right here. Let me first check some trend lines for you. We have some important trend lines right here. Nothing special, I guess. What we have on the 30 minutes short view is that peculiar support. Yes, that is the first clue for us. Also here on 30 minutes time frame, we got that horizontal resistance, right? And here, cheaters, what we can spot is that the market formed right here, white in quite peculiar inverted head and shoulders pattern. Yeah, do you see this one? Looks valid, I guess. You can see that we formed right here the left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder. And you can see that the price perfectly violated the neckline of the pattern right here. You can see that the price broke inclusive of the neckline. And I guess, traders, that breakout right here, the violation of the neckline, is a quite important scalping bullish signal. Yeah, I think that it indicates that gold may potentially go higher. Yeah, it indicates that before the FOMC at least, bulls will most likely keep dominating. Yes, and most likely we will see the bullish continuation at least to 1910 level. Yeah, I guess you follow and I guess it makes sense to you. Now, with all that being said, let's check even lower time frames. Yes, and by the way, we also have quite peculiar support right here based on the right shoulder of the inverted head and shoulders pattern that the price reached, and that was respected. So now let's open the 15 minutes time frame and let's look for some more clues. By the way, scalpers, that was a strong support right here. Yes, that was a strong scalping support. And take a look how the price reacted to this one. You can see that we were falling steadily and the market was trading within the falling wedge. You can see that the price violated the resistance of the wedge and then we saw a bullish movement. Also, here, traders, we can spot that the price formed the double bottom pattern. Yeah, the double bottom pattern here was formed. And you can see that the neckline of that double bottom was broken to the upside as well. So it was your second bullish continuation. So when you were scalping gold, first bullish signal for you was the breakout of the resistance of the wedge. And after that, you got the double bottom pattern with the confirmed neckline breakout. That could be your second continuation. Yeah. So now let's check, traders, what is up with market at the moment. So we can see the test of that support here, and let's check 5 minutes. Let's check 5 minutes time frame and let's check how the price reacts to that support. Let's look for some bullish clues there. GM says, isn't it also cup and handle? Yeah, man. So if you mean that, if you mean that this one here is the cup and handle, this is the cup, and that is the handle. Yes, it can also be the cup and handle. So it is not really important whether you call that here the inverted head and shoulders pattern or the cup and handle. The idea is the same. Both are the bullish patterns. So yeah, it doesn't really matter. So, but good eye, my friend. It is nice that you spotted that pattern right here as well. So what we have is the test of that support right here. So let's open the 5 minutes time frame and let's check how the price reacts to that support. Let's look for the clues there. 5 minutes time frame. What we spot right here is that when the price reached our support, we form right here the doji. And you can see that we were rejected right here. By the way, it looks like the perfect hammer. Yeah, so you can see that we were rejected right here from that support. You can see that even though the market was falling sharply, once that level was reached, we were rejected, and you can see that the market bounced and it returned to higher structure levels. It returned to the level where the candle opened. Yeah, so it was a very important bullish signal for us. What else can we spot right here? If we analyze the trend lines, we can spot that the market was trading within a falling wedge pattern. You can see that we were steadily falling within a falling wedge pattern, and the resistance of the wedge was broken. You can see that the price successfully violated the resistance of the wedge, and for us here it is a very important bullish clue. So from the 5 minutes time frame perspective, we now can expect a further bullish continuation on gold. We can easily expect a bullish continuation at least to current local high. Yeah, I guess you would agree with me. Now, let's even the 1 minute time frame and let's check if we have some important clues here. On 1 minute time frame, what we have at the moment is the perfect example of the descending triangle formation. Yeah, we have the descending triangle right here, and currently the market is testing the neckline of the triangle. So if you're looking for the extra bullish confirmation on gold from a current perspective, I think you can look for a breakout of the resistance of the triangle. Yes, if the price breaks and closes above the resistance of the trend line of the triangle, it can confirm the strength of the buyers and you can expect a bullish continuation, right? So that can be applied as a very important bullish signal for you. And of course, the breakout of the neckline of a triangle may push prices lower to that horizontal support. So you can see that, yeah, we discussed a lot of things here in gold. And I see a question here. Mansour says, for our bullish engulfing candle, sir, let's open this one. Let's open again the Nikkei chart and discuss the bullish engulfing candle that you mentioned. Where do you see the bullish engulfing candle here, Mansour? Because I don't see. Personally, I don't see the bullish engulfing. If you talk about this one right here, this bullish engulfing here is not valid because the preceding candle should be bearish. So for now, my friend, I don't see. Traders, let me know what are your personal expectations on gold. What do you expect from gold after FOMC? Do you expect a further bearish continuation or do you expect the initiation of a bullish movement? What are your thoughts? Let me know, traders. Let me know. And as always, if you have any questions concerning gold analysis, yes, if something is not clear, feel free to ask because as you can see, I'm trying to answer all your questions. So if something is not clear, please ask. Also, traders, by the way, do not forget to check my premium group. This week I have big discount, 40% off on lifetime access. It includes the access to my daily live streams, my course, the book, and also the VIP signals group. Do not forget to check my website, vasilytrader.com. Aditya says, I expect gold to test 1900 level. Yeah, but it is, you know, man, it is just here. So you say that it may return to that level, right? Very interesting point of view. Very interesting. Yeah, so before the FOMC, the big players may need the liquidity. So they may easily manipulate the prices and drop it to 1900. Yes, it easily can happen. And traders, by the way, I see a lot of questions about WTI crude oil. Remember that we analyzed WTI crude oil at the beginning of this live stream. So kindly check the recording. I shared the multiple time frame analysis for this one. Now back to gold. Confirmed breakout of resistance. I see. Let's open the minute time frame and check. Yes, traders. So our triangle here was broken to the upside. Yes, so remember, we are bullish on 5 minutes time frame. We are bullish on 30 minutes time frame. We are bullish on the main scalping time frames. Yes, starting from the 30 minutes time frame, we spotted the inverted head and shoulders pattern with the confirmed neckline breakout. Then on the 30 minutes time frame, we also spotted that minor horizontal support based on the right shoulder. Then on the 15 minutes time frame, yes, we can see in details that support. On 5 minutes, we spotted the doji candle after the test of that support. We spotted the falling wedge with the confirmed bullish breakout. Then analyzing the hourly time frame. After the breakout of the wedges resistance right here, we spotted the bullish triangle, and that triangle here was broken to the upside, giving us one more bullish clue. So I think personally, traders, that gold will most likely keep growing, yes, based on the scalping time frames. But let's see. As you know, scalping, as I always say, scalping is the hardest trading style. Scalping is very quick. It is very nuanced. So be very careful with scalping and remember to control your risks, traders. It is very important. Now, this is Finn says, if you look at Bookmap, they're a big seller at 1910. Yeah, you know what? 1910 should be the important key daily structure, right? 1910, not the daily, probably 1910. Yeah, remember, man, do you remember that we have discussed that range? Yes, we discussed that range, and I told you that the breakout of the resistance of that range will be a strong bullish signal. We have the range right here, and definitely big sellers are around 19 level, 1910, 1911. That can easily spot it analyzing the structures here in the 4-hour time frame. Now, traders, let me know what else to analyze for you. Let me know what should I cover next. I saw a question from Rocket about dollar CAD pairs, so let's check this one. Dollar CAD. What we have on dollar CAD, traders, as you know, recently, dollar CAD pair broke and closed above a very important horizontal resistance. Yes, we had a very important key structure right here that was broken to the upside. You can see that the price violated that with a strong bullish candle, and then we retested the broken structure, and from that we saw a strong bullish reaction. For now, traders, I still believe that dollar CAD will keep growing. To me, the closest strong key structure on dollar CAD is right here. And I do believe that most likely the pair will keep growing to that horizontal structure. Yes, I am very bullish. However, at the moment we are approaching the current high. So your bullish confirmation on dollar CAD, if you are not holding a long position, will be a bullish breakout of that resistance. If a daily candle closes above this one, it can be a strong bullish signal for you, and it can push the prices higher to that horizontal resistance. Yes, so that is your plan for dollar CAD pair if you want to buy. Concerning shorting this one, let's check what we have here in the 4-hour. On the 4-hour time frame, we have right here the rising portal channel, and you can see that currently we see a very nice confluence between the resistance of the channel and that horizontal structure here on the left. And we can also spot that the price formed nice doji candles, testing that trend line and the horizontal resistance. Opening an hourly time frame. On an hourly time frame, we can spot here a double top pattern. Yeah, here it goes. Here is our double top. Yeah, here it goes. Very cute double top here. And you can see that the price successfully violated the neckline of the pattern. You can see that on an hourly time frame, we closed below the neckline with the high momentum bearish candle. Yeah, it was a quite important bearish clue for us, and I think that now dollar CAD may easily drop to the support of that channel. Yes, the pair looks bearish now, and I think that you can consider shorting this one, expecting a bearish movement to the support of the channel. That is what I see. Now, CAD Swiss question from Rahini. Let's open CAD Swiss. CAD Swiss is approaching a key daily support. If we open a daily time frame, we can spot that cats was trading within that wide horizontal range. Here we also have one more range. So we have two ranges right here. The bigger range, yeah, this one right here, and the smaller range right here. So we are trading within two ranges, and the price recently reached the support of two ranges. So from a current perspective, of course, I think chances will be high that the price will bounce to that horizontal resistance. The market looks very bullish to me, and your bullish confirmation here can be that cup and handle pattern. Yeah, take a look. Here is the cup right here, and here goes the handle, right? And bullish breakout of the neckline of the pattern, yeah, will push the prices higher. Yeah, so that is what I see on CATSWS. And by the way, remember that FOMC coming, and if the prices drop and we violate the support of the range, the pair will most likely drop lower. Please consider such a scenario as well. Now, question from Shohan about DAX index. Let's check. And traders, by the way, if I don't answer your question, please ask again, because occasionally the chat is moving quite quickly and I may miss your question. So please ask if I missed your question. And traders, also do not forget to share your feedbacks. Let me know how do you feel. Let me know if everything is clear. Do not forget to share your views. Yeah, because as always, your opinion is very important for me. Checking DAX index. What can we spot here on DAX? So first of all, definitely, it is the bullish trend. Yes, and what else can we spot right here? We have this major rising trend line right here. Looks valid, right? Then what else do we have right here? Let's try to draw one more trend line. This one. Does it look valid? Not really. Not really. I guess this one doesn't really get strong. What else do we have? We have right here the breakout of a key structure. Yeah, we got a very strong horizontal structure support that was broken to the downside. Then we retested that, and from that we saw a strong rejection. And currently we are trading within the range. Yes, so for now, two scenarios. Bearish breakout of the support of the range, yes, will trigger a bearish continuation to that trend line. Yes, so if you're looking for shorting, the daily candle close below that horizontal support will push the prices to that trend line. Also, we can expect a bullish movement from that support. And let's look for the way to confirm the initiation of a bullish movement here. Yeah, so here on a 4-hour time frame, take a look. We have strong 4-hour resistance right here. Yes, here we have a strong 4-hour structure resistance that the price is currently testing. And I will be bullish on DAX index if the price violates that 4-hour resistance to the upside. If we close above this one on the 4-hour, we can expect a further bullish continuation. Yeah, so these are the scenarios here for you to watch. Yes, it failed to break 15,800 level for the LVS. That is the fact. So if it manages to violate, if it manages to close above this one on the 4-hour, then it will be an important bullish signal for you. Now, Euro-Yen. Euro-Yen is very bullish. I guess you saw, traders, that Euro-Yen recently broke and closed above that key daily structure resistance. Yes, we got that resistance cluster here in Euro-Yen, and that resistance cluster was broken. Moreover, do not forget that Euro-Yen pair is trading in a long-term bullish trend. Yes, the pair is very bullish. And of course, the fact that we set a new higher high, higher close here on Euro-Yen is a very important bullish confirmation. The fact that we set a new higher high, higher close here indicates that the bullish trend will most likely continue. So I'm very bullish on the pair, and I do believe that the market will keep growing right here. Analyzing briefly the intraday time frames, we can spot that here in a 4-hour time frame we are consolidating. Yes, we are trading within a range here. And if you are looking for the intraday confirmation, you can look for a breakout of the resistance of the range. If we close above the resistance of the range here, it will be a strong bullish signal, yes, and then we will most likely go higher. Yeah, so this is what you should look for if you want to buy euro yen on intraday time frames. Traders, let me know what else to analyze for you. Let me know if you have any questions. Please, please, please let me know. Then dollar yen, dollar yen. Dollar yen, by the way, is very tricky. Dollar yen is very tricky because on a daily time frame we are also trading in a bullish trend. That is the fact. And also that is the fact that we violated that horizontal structure to the upside. Yes, we broke that structure and closed above that. That is a very strong bullish clue. However, if we look left and analyze the historical price action, we can spot that here on the left we have a major horizontal resistance right here that the market is currently testing. So I want you to be very careful with dollar yen pair because we are still trading within a very important horizontal resistance. And I will be bullish on the pair. I will expect one more wave up only if the price violates that entire area to the upside. And for now, be careful because there are a lot of speculations about coming Bank of Japan intervention. Yeah, so for now, do not touch it. Yeah, because still important decision here is ahead. Yes, wait patiently for the breakout of that cluster first. And alternatively, remember, by the way, that if we drop and if we return below that horizontal support, yeah, that may trigger a bearish movement on the pair. Yeah. Now, dollar NOK, let's briefly check. I don't even remember, by the way, when I checked this pair, but let's briefly check this one. Yeah, I will be happy to provide some insights for you. So this one violated that key structure, right? I guess you saw that we have successfully violated that horizontal structure right here to the upside. So that is alone a very strong bullish signal, and that is a very perfect indication of a local dominance of the buyers. Also, what else do we have right here? We have a trend line right here, important one, and we have a very important horizontal structure right here. So my advice to you is the pair looks quite overbought at the moment. So most likely after the breakout of that structure, we're gonna see some correctional movement. So my advice to you is to let the market correct itself. Let the market correct itself, and from here, I would suggest looking for buying opportunities. From that confluence zone based on the horizontal structure and trend line, we can expect a movement to the upside. Yes, so focus your attention on that structure cluster. Now, question from Umar about Nasdaq index, US 100. Let's open this one and analyze. With US 100 index, it is very interesting because we have perfectly respected that horizontal resistance. Yes, the resistance that we discussed on the previous live stream. On one of the previous live streams, we reached that resistance, we respected that, and then we formed a double top pattern here on a daily. Then after that, you can see that the market violated that horizontal structure to the downside, retested that, and dropped lower. And then the price reached one more important support, this one. So currently, the Nasdaq index is stuck between two important structures. The index is stuck between that horizontal support and that wide resistance. So bullish breakout of that horizontal resistance will be your bullish confirmation, and that will confirm the initiation of a new bullish wave, while a bearish breakout of that horizontal support will be a strong bearish signal. Yes, and it will push the prices lower to that horizontal structure support. EURUSD. EURUSD, question from Skippy. Let's open EURUSD. EURUSD, by the way, is very bullish. I guess you saw that. EURUSD pair successfully violated that resistance. Yes, we violated that resistance, closed above that, and then we bounced higher. And from the current perspective, what we can spot is that we also violated that weekly resistance to the upside as well. So to me, of course, the pair looks very bullish now, cheers, and most likely we'll see the trend following wave right here. Most likely the market will keep growing here. Yeah, so for now, if you missed buying, I would suggest watching that horizontal structure. Yes, that is the closest safe zone to buy from. So wait for an occasional test of this one. And by the way, a little bit lower over here, we have one more very important demand cluster. So focus your attention on these two zones. Let the market retest one of those and look for confirmation to buy these structures. Traders, remember that today we are expecting the FOMC meeting. Yes, and FOMC will be very important for dollar related instruments. So pay close attention to this news release. Watch for the articles, watch how the market reacts to that, because volatility can be extremely high during the FOMC. Traders, as always, if you have any questions, please ask in the comment section after the live stream. I also answer your questions in the comment section. Also, traders, do not forget about big summer sale on my premium group, 40% off on my trading academy. That includes the daily live streams, trading course, VIP signals. Do not miss that. Check my website. It is vasilytrader.com. Also, traders, please like this live stream, share your feedbacks, and let me know when do you want me to do the next live stream for you. Also, do not forget to subscribe to my social networks. I have free Telegram channel, trading view page, Twitter, Facebook. Please, traders, subscribe, and thank you for being present right here. I hope you enjoyed the session. Thank you, and I will see you soon.